All right. Boom. And let's bring him in. Hello, Stacking. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I am fine, my friend. Let's see. Stacking. Wonderful. No camera tonight?
Oh, you don't see my camera?
No, huh? Look in the lower left portion of your Zoom interface, and you'll see a little camera down there. Click that up arrow and make sure the camera you can use is chosen, and you should pop right on.
All right. Let's see. You see me yet?
Not yet. Nope.
Okay. How about now?
Now we do.
I read flash through it. Okay. I did it like this, and okay, cool. So what's going on?
How's it good? How you doing, man?
Doing okay. I complain.
You're cutting up quite a bit. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Captain. I mean, I can't hear you, but actually do me a favor and kill the YouTube video altogether. Maybe that's killing some bandwidth here. Yeah, just shut that guy down. I'll keep you apprised of the. Is that a little better? Much better. Oh, much better.
I closed that out all together. I'll close this out. Okay. How's that now?
That's much better.
Okay.
All right, cool, dude. So yeah.
So, can I ask you a question?
Ask me anything, man.
How did you come across my channel? Did I meet you in another stream? And forgive me if I did and I'm just forgetting. But how did you come across me?
I run in a lot of circles with a lot of guys who, a lot of people actually, who hit a lot of live streams, right? To see what's new and different and everything. And I think it was Tony that turned me on to you from Viewed This.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
you gotta check out this freak wearing a bucket on his head.
You know, oddly enough, you're not the first.
Am I the first masked person on here?
No.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, we had The Shape on.
The Shape.
Are you familiar?
Nope.
Oh, it's so cool. What he does is he's in a hockey mask in every one of his videos.
Okay.
And he picks apart paranormal channels, you know, trying to see if they're fake or real. Some he agrees with, some he says, nah, you're totally faking that, dude. Yeah, and it's literally THESHAPE, and it's a fun channel. It's literally it's binge-worthy content right there.
Is this called The Shape?
Yep, The Shape. That's his channel name. Yeah,
and check him out. Us masked people have to stick together.
Oh man, you have to.
Yeah, we're the minority of weirdos on YouTube, you know?
Oh, I know another one too. God the Good One.
Oh, yes. I've come across him before. And you know, as strange as I am, I've tried watching his stuff and I'm like, what in the heck am I watching? I couldn't wrap my bucket around it. So
you might have been watching the same one I did. And that's
I
what.
could not understand it.
God,
my parents still don't understand what the heck I'm doing here. My wife doesn't watch my videos. Maybe the one that has children in it, but
my wife doesn't watch mine either.
Oh God, they just don't understand it. You know.
I know. I hear you. That's exactly my wife. Although she has literally been sitting right next to me during a couple shows before. She watched the whole thing, but she can't hear anything because, you know, I've got monitors in, and so she's just listening to me talk to, you know, the screens.
Right. Yeah, my wife wants nothing to do with my hobby. None of my interests. It's amazing that we've been together nearly 13 years, to be honest with you.
Hey, well, congrats on 13.
But thank you. September.
Sweet. Yeah, well, let me. I can't wait because this is the first time when I ended up in your live stream tonight. That was the first time I'd known of you, and I can't wait to see some of the other videos. But do you want to give us a little bit of idea of what your channel is all about?
Yeah, sure. I would say I've been on YouTube now for 5 months, and I started out basically talking about precious metals. stacking of silver and gold, and it was something that I really enjoyed doing, and didn't really have anybody to talk to about it. So I said, you know what? Let me go on YouTube. How can I stay anonymous? Because you're showing silver and gold. You don't want people to know who you are and what have you. So I said, there's a lot of these channels out there. A lot of them are just showing their hands, or some of them are showing their faces or whatever. But I want to do something that kind of sticks out. So I kind of figured I'll do something with this gimmick, And I enjoy Star Wars, obviously. And so I started doing that. And then I would say about a month and a half ago, I was doing one of my streams. And after my stream, I was talking to a buddy of mine. And I said, hey, you know what? I got a great idea for some 80s based content, some movies and pop culture stuff from the 80s. He's like, dude, you either need to start a new channel or you should kind of switch direction. So basically, I kind of just recently morphed into a pop culture channel from the 1980s to today. I figured, you know what? There's still a lot of, silver and gold coins and everything that are, pop culture related. I have a bunch of Star Wars coins and what have you, but there was only so far you could grow in that niche. And I feel like pop culture, talking all things from the 1980s to today, I could go on all day. And I felt like it fit the Stormtrooper thing a lot better. So that's my bio on YouTube, but in a nutshell, basically pop culture from the 1980s to today, and I'm a 40-year-old guy wearing a bucket on his head. So,
and not just any bucket. I heard in your stream that this is not a store-bought Stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, yeah.
You made that.
Yeah, I made this from scratch, believe it or not. I noticed that the title of your stream tonight was Clubs That You've Been In. I'm not much of a club guy, and one would think, oh, that guy's a geek. He's definitely got to be in the chess club or something like that. But I recently joined an organization known as the 501st Legion. And what the 501st Legion is a charitable organization that specializes in Star Wars costumes that are canon to the films. And we do a lot of stuff with Make-A-Wish Foundation, stuff for Toys for Tots and other charitable efforts. And so if you go to, let's say, a movie premiere or a Comic-Con event or something, and you see guys walking around like this, you're like, oh my God, look at that. That's that's what I am. I'm one of those guys.
Oh, that's so cool, dude.
Yeah. So you get this, you buy it. It's just an empty plastic shell, the armor and everything. And it took months to do. It's a lot of money. And, it was if I knew what was involved getting into it, I probably would have quit. I probably wouldn't have even done it. And, but I'm glad I've done it. I've got a website now. I post pictures from the different events that I go to, and it's a lot of fun. When the people come up to you, get a picture taken with you, go trick-or-treating with my kids, and then just the adults come over, can we get pictures taken with you? Because it's canon to the film. What you see in A New Hope is what I'm wearing. So.
Right. Well, let's see here. Give me just a second here. What is? Do you want people to know about the website?
Oh yeah, sure. It's just stackingstormtrooper.com.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yep, easy enough. stackingstormtrooper.com. I post my videos on there. I do have a store where I sell some merch on there. But that's just a kind of thing for me on the side that's fun. I'm not really generating revenue off that. That's just another place to send my viewers.
Mm-hmm.
But really YouTube has been my focus for this newfound hobby of mine.
And like you said, most hobbies you probably wouldn't want to be involved in, but they just suck you in.
They do.
Then they suck your wallet.
Yeah, dude, you're telling me. And it's my wife says it best. She says that I'm a serial hobbyist, that I go from one, I get stuck on one thing. I want to just do this thing nonstop. For a couple of years, I was in a classic rock cover band. And then after that kind of wore on me, I said, okay, I got to move on to something else. So then I started the Star Wars thing. And then after that, I just kind of started doing the YouTube stuff. And that's draining you. I got the green screen over there. I ended up getting some lights. I just ordered, don't tell my wife, I just ordered like a big monitor for Prime Day because I've been operating on my Chromebook. But yeah, man, hobbies can be expensive, and I tend to choose the expensive one.
Your secret's safe with us. Don't worry about it.
I don't think she's not watching. She's not watching me. She's not watching you.
Sometimes anonymity is great. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Oh, look who's in the house, man. We got Nick Nimmin in the house. Welcome,
oh,
Nick.
Nick Nimmin, actually, he saw one of my videos and commented on it.
He says,
hey, Nick Nimmin, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, he says, nice to see Stacking Stormtrooper on here.
Yeah, man. I kind of joke about him and his brother D. I mean, they look like identical twins, so I call them the Clone Troopers. And when he's streaming, though, he's always streaming on a Saturday. Like, at my time, he's always on like 8 a.m. until noon or what have you. And then on May 4th, he happened to have a Stormtrooper helmet right beside him. And a friend of mine messaged me and said, dude, Nick Nimmin is talking about YouTube channel angles, and he's got a Stormtrooper helmet there. I think he's talking about you. I'm like, no, he isn't. What are you talking about? I go on there and I'm like, oh, maybe he is. And then it turns out that he just happens to be a Star Wars fan. I'm pretty sure Nick Nimmin, the man with 415,000 subscribers, will adjust his schedule for me.
Well, of course he will.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nick, get right on that, bud.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Dunn in the chat here any second now.
So let me ask you, how long have you been doing this, Jim?
I've been doing it since about December of last year. So what does that pull me into about 8 months now?
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, and it didn't start out every night because I hadn't found my rhythm. I didn't know what I was going to do. So sure. I popped on it anytime. I was trying to find my audience. And after the first 2 lonely months, I started getting guests.
Right.
So yeah, about 8 months is about all.
That's awesome, dude. That's good for you, man. And it's definitely, Nick Nimmin, like I watch your videos, and I'm sure, Jim, you watch them as well.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Starting out as a new channel, it's a challenge, to say the least. And, God bless Nick and Brian D. Johnson, Daryl Eves, and, video influencers, I could talk about Daniel Batal, like those guys, like, they're doing a great thing for all of us, basically giving us the tips on how to kind of keep pushing forward and, kind of stick with it and what have you. But, it's hard. And like you said, trying to find your footing, I wasn't 100% certain that I was going to necessarily stick with like the whole silver and gold and what have you. I'm still kind of finding my rhythm, and it was recent that I made this change, but yeah, man, you and I started out right around the same time. I think that was February. Oh,
okay. Cool. Yeah. And you've obviously found a niche. What are you sitting at, 12 or 13K? Or 1.2? No.
Yeah. Like, oh, thank you. Yes, everybody. I'm at 13,000. Please subscribe to me.
Yeah. By all means, make that number real.
Yeah, I'm right around 1,200. Yeah.
That's
right
cool.
around 1,200. I don't think like 1,150 or so, 1,160, something like that. Yeah. And so now, I'm just starting to. I want to try to get the hours under my belt. I got the subscribers. I want to get the 4,000 hours done, and see where it goes from there. I'm not necessarily looking at this. I don't see this as like a full-time thing, like a Nick Nimmin or whatever.
Sure.
I'm actually a teacher. I teach elementary school-age children,
Uh-huh.
So that's like something that is my passion. But you never know with YouTube, right? I mean,
exactly.
Crazier things can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I started this as a total hobby. Fortunately for me, I already had the equipment because I do a lot of video production in the real world. Right. And always wanted to be in front of the camera. I thought, let's give this a shot. So yeah, I'm in the same boat. And not only that, but I've been watching these guys, all the people you mentioned, and trying to learn as much as I possibly can, because there's no better teacher than those who've been in the trenches for a good long time and learned all the ins and outs. Even though I'm a digital marketer, these guys taught me a lot. So
Right.
and actually, the first time Nick saw my show, at least me in the chat, and saw my channel, said, "Hey, I'd go on there." So Nick, I'm going to hold you to that. Not tonight because I'm only on for about an hour at a time, unless you wanted to come on. But
Nick, and dude, and Jim, if Nick Nimmin started ringing on your Zoom doorbell there and you bumped me off, I wouldn't hold you like I wouldn't hold anything against you. I would do the same.
Well, everyone's important. In fact, he even said that he's changing his schedule right now because of our earlier conversation.
Oh, beautiful. It's hard for me to wear this bucket. I mean, you saw me in action, Jim, a moment ago, and trying to read the stream in and of itself, plus wearing this bucket on my head, it's a challenge to say the least. Ohio Relic Hunter is asking me, when are you going to make the rest of the outfit? I have it.
He's got the whole shebang.
The whole thing, from soup to nuts. I have videos on it. I show the inside of my helmet. I show the armor that I wear. If you go to my website, you can see how I built it. I have the whole thing, but you need, Jim, in order to put it on, you need another person to do it. It's incredibly difficult to move around, and I would never in a million years be able to do any live streaming with it. So yeah, it's hard to waste. But
it sounds as difficult as real, like steel armor.
Yeah, no, wow. It's hard.
Wow. I had no idea.
Oh yeah.
But that's so cool. I do want to check that out because I'm a DIYer myself.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to build one of those, but I love.
It's expensive and a big time suck, bro.
Oh, I bet. I love so much to see people do that. That's okay, yeah. Nick. He's in a car right now. He can't join in the moment. Listen, dude. I've also created a show on Friday mornings now. I don't know, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know when that falls into your time zone, but that may be a good time, Nick.
Coast.
Yeah. For Nick, that would be a great time for him to come on. I think. I don't know what because I don't know what time this show is, but I don't think it's convenient for his normal location.
Right.
But,
isn't he like in the Philippines or something like that? Indonesia or something?
Taiwan.
Nick, where are you,
Nick,
buddy?
Yeah, where are you? Oh, I know this because I've been on enough of their Saturday live streams to know this for sure. Well, that's about 10 p.m. in Thailand, so we got a 12-hour difference. Oh, cool. So my show comes on at 10 a.m. Oh, awesome.
Decent Friday is good. That's about 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, nice.
That's
nice.
Beautiful.
Look at that, dude. That's some star power right there.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Nick, and hopefully, Nick, being a Star Wars fan that you are, hopefully you'll come onto my stream.
That would be cool. Oh yes.
But
I got to watch Star Wars real time first run.
Oh, when it first came out.
Yeah. Not many people had that. Oh, Thailand. Yes, of course. Oh, and Jelly Duck's here too. How you doing, Jelly Duck?
Hey, Jelly Duck.
I miss so many people. I can just feel it, and I hate when I miss people in the chat.
It's a challenge though, to say the least, because you're not only interviewing somebody, but then you're trying to watch the chat and trying to type to them. I hear you.
Yeah, I always think my main my primary objective is to make sure that you and I, whoever I have on as a guest, that's my priority.
Oh,
so,
yeah. That's cool, though, by me, man. I know how it works.
Yeah, most of the people in most of my community, I should say, most people who show up to most of my shows, they understand that. I hope. Yeah. Sometimes they have fun with it.
The nice thing about the helmet is, like, when I've had guests on to my show and I've asked them a question and then they started answering, I could just be staring like this, but they can't tell that my eyes are actually down and I'm actually typing away in the live chat. Maybe you should start wearing a bucket.
Dude, I have. But it was an honest to goodness bucket. It was one of my bucket list shows.
Yeah.
My thumbnail, you'll see it. I've just got a stupid bucket on my head.
Just a regular old bucket.
Just a regular bucket, handle and all.
Beautiful. You're halfway there.
Oh man.
Get the tube stripes and the paint, and you're good to go, man.
I think it would make a lot of people happy if this mug was under a bucket for these shows.
No, come on now. You're a decent-looking guy. If I took this helmet off, oh my God, it would scare off a lot of your subscribers. You kidding me?
Oh, and I was going to ask you, make sure you look in the camera for a minute. Can you look in the camera? And give me a smile. I bet you smiled.
Oh, I'm smiling.
Looking for something for the thumbnail, dude.
Actually, what's really funny is recently I went to a Comic-Con event, And like I said, people come up to you, get their picture taken with you and everything. And I'm actually standing there and I'm smiling, not realizing, wait a minute, they can't see what I'm doing underneath my helmet. Why am I smiling?
Why am I
so now I'm
cheesing?
starting to relax my face. You know, oh yeah, sure, come on over. And I'm just like, so
it's like, it's a total costume, man. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna guess that he's smiling.
yeah. A lot of my subscribers, they've been begging me though to do like a face reveal, and believe it or not, I accidentally did a face reveal one time on another channel. I once a month I do a charity giveaway event with another buddy of mine, and I was, because I'm wearing the helmet on my head, I'm here doing the facial recognition on the iPhone, but obviously it doesn't work with the helmet. So I'm like, all right, hold on, let me go pay you my PayPal, and I slide over to the out of the frame like this, and I thought I had the camera off, and then I took my helmet off, did my paid, came over here, I put the helmet on, and then I see in the live chat that it's blowing up and everybody's saying, oh my God, you revealed your face. And I'm like, what? No, I didn't. What? And then a friend of mine, oh my God, and a friend of mine messaged me, he sent me the picture. He's like, dude, it's pretty bad. I'm like, oh my God, my YouTube channel's over. But luckily my friend, he took the stream down immediately, deleted it. And you know what? If there were I think 30 people on at that time, if for whatever reason that picture gets out there, it is what it is. I've got a face. Everybody's got a face. You know what I mean? All right, then you saw what I look like, and I just look like some dude, and then that's it. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly right. But it means a lot to you, right?
Exactly. I mean, because that's part of the allure. You know,
yes.
People are seeing like, who is this weirdo doing this? Like, oh, I wonder what he looks like underneath there. And then once they know what you look like, it's like, dude, I don't know. Do you watch horror movies, or did you like any horror movies at all?
Yeah.
Or,
yeah. Remember we talked about Jaws on your stream. One of my favorite.
Right. You liked, that's right. And I taught you something there about that one scene that you were scared of. Yeah, Ben Gardner. What do you call it? It's like I was seeing like Jason Voorhees when he takes his mask off and everything. You're like, oh, that's what he looks like. And then you lose that allure. You know what I'm saying? Like that mystery of like what's under there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Which is arguably more scary than the makeup job that they did underneath it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I know it. I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, let me ask you this. So your entire YouTube career has been helmeted.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yep. Even with the gold and silver.
Yeah, the gold and silver, and that part of my gimmick too was, and I don't know how much time you spend in the stacking community. It's a small group of people, but they're a very welcoming group, dude. So like anytime, so a lot of the people that you happen to see in there, I would say a good 50-60% of those people happened to be subscribers that I picked up through the stacking community. And I always had a plan of, once I got around 1,000 subscribers, I would start venturing off into different audiences and see like who I could, pull over or what have you. But a lot of the stacking community, they do a lot of those unboxing videos, and a lot of those are of that top-down angle, showing the hands of ripping open the boxes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so one of my gimmicks was like, okay, I'll wear the Stormtrooper gloves, which I got back there. It's hard to see them, and that will be my part of my gimmick, But yeah, the whole time I've just been wearing this bucket on my head, and I think I'll just continue to do so. Oh man.
Well, hopefully you don't sweat too much under there. And I didn't.
No, yeah, it's comfortable. I got helmet fans in here. Telling you, listen, if you get bored later on and your wife is still not talking, go onto my channel and look at my helmet tour video, because a lot of people are like, what is like, is it hot under there? What does it look like? And dude, the whole thing is blacked out with I velcroed the whole thing with the soft velcro, industrial velcro. I have helmet pads in there. I've got 4 fans running. I've got 2 batteries in here. I've got a Bluetooth microphone that's up in there. I've got 4 switches right under the chin here that operate them. So there's a lot to this. So if you're curious, so what, like, it looks like the inside of like a motorcycle helmet. It's actually very comfortable, believe it or not.
It sounds like it. Well, what are you looking through? What sort of a glass or plastic eyes are those?
Yeah. So the person that I am, I don't do anything half, and I'll keep it G-rated, half butt, right?
Half-assed. They're not going to demonetize me.
Thank you. But you know, there's different levels in which you can build your Stormtrooper costume, right? There's like 3 levels, like basic, then there's a thing called expert, which is like you do other modifications to make it more canon, and there's Centurion. So I built mine to like Centurion, and then took it a little further. So these happen to be, usually with the kits, they come with like a very flimsy green acetate plastic. I have welding shields in here. This is a welding shield material. I don't know if you're able to hear the tapping, but
no, but I trust you.
But yeah,
I guessed that in my head. Yes, in my head, I was thinking, I'm thinking welding helmet.
Yeah, it's a welding shield lenses. So I got those. I cut them to fit into the eye sockets. I drilled holes in there, put some this rubberized putty stuff called Sudo, and I have them fastened in there with acorn nuts and everything. So these aren't going anywhere. But they appear black, but they're green.
Yeah.
So you shine a light in there, like, you know, like the welding shield or whatever, they're actually green. So yeah, these are welding shield lenses.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Lee the Nerd is saying, take it off and show us the face reveal live now.
Oh, that would be cool.
Lee the Nerd.
I would never ask you to do that.
Oh,
please do that. But I would never ask you to do that.
Maybe if I ever hit like 100,000 subscribers, possibly then.
There you go. See, now you got to make it worth your subs a while, right? So it's like, okay, at this level, maybe you change masks. Ooh.
Well, you know what's funny? I can't tell here. Oh, you can see it. Okay, so back there, you see that helmet right back there?
Which one? Oh, no.
I'm pointing all the way behind me.
Tell you what, let me take you.
Or is that not in my frame? If I turn this, how about
there
that?
you go. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's just a piece of junk, $50 helmet or
Store
whatever I
bought.
ended up getting.
Yep.
And so as a joke, one time people are like, "You gotta do a face reveal." I'm like, "All right, I'll do a face reveal." And I took this helmet off and I stuck it on my desk and I turned the camera. I had the camera turned around facing the helmet that it was off. I threw that one on. I said, "All right, guys, get ready. Here's the face reveal." I turned it around, and there I was wearing the other helmet. So they got a kick out of that.
That's cool. That's actually what I had in mind, to be honest with you.
Something like that.
Yeah, you take it off. Yes, you take it off, and it's something else.
It's not a bad idea. Somebody was telling me to do like a Nixon mask or maybe a Reagan. Maybe I'll do something like that. But I was gonna say, Jim, next time too that you happen to come into my stream, dude, and now like that I know what you're all about. Like this is the first time you and I are meeting. By all means, like I'd be so happy to shout you out and tell everybody that I know in there that come into my stream to definitely give you a look and subscribe to you, because I think you're doing also is pretty awesome, man. Anybody that is, you know, trying to help other people out, trying to get some exposure, the fact that you're taking time to give other people a platform. I didn't know what your channel necessarily was. It was just like, oh, if you want to join in and call, I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I'll just join in. You know, for all I knew, you could have been hazing me and make fun of me when I called in. But
no. I try to be as nice as possible.
No, you're a nice dude, absolutely. And
cool.
I believe in what goes around comes around, and like I said, I'd be so happy to shout you out, you know, many times. You know?
Well, I'm not gonna miss too many of your live streams. It's pretty cool to watch you, you know, interact with the folks in there, and I can't wait to see some of your hell. I can't wait to see the premiere you had tonight. I didn't get to because I was already on the air.
Well, I'm gonna set the bar low. It was okay. It's not as good as the other ones I was telling you to check out. The Day in the Life and Another Day in the Life.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna check those out too.
Those are, I promise you, like I would say, do those first. Those are worth your time.
Okay.
The others, yeah. Realistic. I'm not saying that my content's the best. I'm saying what's is good, and others are like, yeah, that's amusing. Whatever.
Well, you're modest. That's cool. I dig that.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, you're right though. The thing about this show is that the one thing that's really important to me, in addition to having conversations with people, is to actually cut them out of each one of the shows so that they can use them on their social media. I've even offered to not publish them email them
Yeah.
to those folks and allow them to publish them as their own content. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not in this for the money. So,
Right.
so yeah, it's just all part of. Oh, my boy's here. Champ Works Garage. How you doing, bud?
Let me check. Let me look at my phone. Lee the Nerd, he is selling himself short. Thank you so much, Lee the Nerd. I appreciate you, man. You know that. Arthur Moorhead, hey, how are you?
Yeah, we've
And
also.
I'm. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say with Juliet Miranda's in and Stacy Morgan and who else did I miss out of this? Any other questions that I might missed? See, that's one of the problems I really have. Oh, Ben on Adventures is going to check out your stuff.
What's that? I'm sorry?
Ben on Adventures, he's going to check out your channel. He loves Star Wars movies in general.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Ben on Adventures, definitely check it, man.
Yeah, he's been on the show.
Very nice.
I've been really fortunate. I've been able to several people several times, but I think my raw interview number is probably in the 70s now. 70 different people. Yeah, that's all the blue wrenches you see are of all people that have been on this show.
Holy cow!
And I got some to add.
That's incredible, dude. That's a lot. And so, what do you typically have? Like 4 people, 5, 6 a night? Like, how do you typically do it?
Well, it usually runs about 3 a night.
Okay.
Yeah, because you figure. See, I try to limit it to about an hour. Here we are at 11:30.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't you apologize. I'm sorry for keeping you up as late, but no, I usually go for about an hour because I'm on 6 days, or 5 days total.
Yeah.
No, it'd be 6 days now that I'm on Friday mornings. Oh, geez. So 6 days a week.
But that's good too because you're going to see then I'm assuming your goal is to also monetize, right? If you're not already.
No. Well, I'm not up to monetization level yet, even though I've already applied for it. But since the latest rules in YouTube have been watered down and unenforceable, I've said, and I said this about a month or two ago, I said, I will not monetize until YouTube makes rules and regulations that we can actually follow. I just won't do it. I won't give them money that they don't deserve. In fact, what really ticks me off about monetization is the percentage that they take from like super chats.
Yes, they take 30%.
That's ridiculous in my eyes.
It's a big number. I agree with you. In fact, the charity event that I do once a month with a buddy of mine, his channel is called Guido Stackin. He's another guy in the precious metals community. He's got about like 6,000 subscribers. What we do is we'll raise money through the super chats and those charitable donations. Based on the amount of donations that you do, we'll give you like appreciation tickets or whatever you want to call it. And as a way to thank everybody for donating, we'll give them the opportunity to win silver and gold prizes. We have a precious metals company that actually sponsors the event.
Cool.
And they donate. Yeah, but so we raised so to your point, and I tend to be a little long-winded.
Oh, please.
To your point, we did $525 in super chats on the last event, and this was going to Make-A-Wish Foundation, but 30% has to go to YouTube. And so, the problem we run into is like, yes, people can send money via PayPal, but then what happens is you're asking people to jump off of the one platform, the live stream, to go do something else, and some people might not want to do it. Super chat's right there, a lot easier. It's more of like an impulse thing, So, but I agree with you. I think 30% is astronomically high.
Yep.
And I'm curious if they're ever talking about changing that or whatnot.
I would hope so. I mean, it's a matter of economics where you lower the barrier of entry and you get more sales. So you literally end up with the same revenue in most instances.
Right.
And I totally get that. I don't have any problem with people that do accept super chats. It's just not going to happen for me because I don't
Sure.
I would rather, and I hope other people would do this as well, concentrate on things like their merch, sponsorships, and even offline subscriptions. I know it takes you off, like you were saying with PayPal, but Subscribestar and that sort of thing. But get something for your money. You know what I mean? Support the channel, but you'll end up with a T-shirt or something at least.
Yeah, right. Have you ever looked into doing like a Patreon?
Well, I already have a, subscribe star. I won't do
Oh, so
Patreon for.
Subscribe Star is
Yeah.
like a similar type of thing.
Yes, just like Patreon. Only they don't.
Okay.
They won't judge your content like Patreon does.
Okay, it's called Subscribe Star.
Yep, all one word. Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna have to check them out because you know what between Subscribe Star, between the YouTube channel, the website, Instagram, Twitter, and then I did have a Patreon. I mean, I still do, but I kind of made it inactive. I don't bother with it.
Mhm.
Is the Subscribe Star something that in the rear end to have to keep up with, or is it fairly simple? Or
Oh, it's fairly simple. You can create different
Okay.
levels of patronage, and then
Sponsorship.
sponsorship, and all for different things based on those different levels of sponsorship.
Right.
You can
Right.
post exclusive content to Subscribe
Right.
Star, and give that as a bonus of being a patron. But yeah, it's very very similar to Patreon.
Yeah.
ma-
How do you track the people's levels? Like just like an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Doc or Google Sheet? Like how do you keep track?
Well, I don't have enough to worry about that yet. So,
All right.
so honestly, I'm not tracking at the moment.
Tell your wife.
I know.
Yeah, she needs to be a Subscribe Star patron.
I haven't even opened this up to friends and family. They don't even know I do this. Immediate family does, my son, my wife, that sort of thing. But none of my extended friends, family, or colleagues even know that this exists yet.
That you're doing YouTube. They don't know.
Nope, have no clue.
See, now here's the thing, and this is fun. Okay, and let me ask you before I start talking about my stuff.
Sure.
What is the reason that they don't know?
I wasn't sure if honestly, if I was worthy, if I was even going to be able to pull this off, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so where are you sitting right now? 760, something like that? 770?
really? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm not sure here. Actually, I could probably look on here.
I can look in the
720,
analytics.
yeah,
726, give or take.
You're
Yeah.
730, give or take.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, and I would you're worthy based on that, man.
Oh, well, see, here's the
and
thing.
You just had. Go ahead.
There's another thing to that. I had somebody to beat as well, who is a friend and or family or colleague, and I did so when I hit 700 subs. So I've been planning on actually releasing this kind of a soft release to like all my Facebook followers and that sort of thing. I just haven't gotten around to it, honestly, because I've been too busy. But I'm already there to where I'm saying, okay, yeah. I mean, look, I told you how many guests I've had on. That's substantial.
That's the proof is in the pudding. Right?
Yeah. Give or take 100 subscribers a month average when you add them all up. Didn't start out that way, but yeah, I'm real happy with that. I've beat that entity, I'll say, and it's taken me 7-8 months to do what it's taken them 7-8 years. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so now I'm ready.
yeah, and you'll see a spike too. Once you start telling them, they're like, "Huh, what is this?" And then you tell them, then you're gonna get another like influx of subscribers and support just by doing that.
Yeah.
And I think for you at least, what your show is and what your channel is all about is a lot more socially acceptable by the mainstream everyday person, as opposed to me telling people I'm and I'm on YouTube and I'm talking about God knows what. Why don't you subscribe to me? You know what I mean? And the teachers I work with know I do this. The principal, my superintendent, they know I do this stuff. My parents, my friends, like they all know I do this weird stuff. And they're like, and and that's that. I've over the years, like I've always been, I've been an outgoing person, but I've always been like a little bit guarded on my interests, like whether if something I like is like very nerdy or geeky or whatever, and I wouldn't want anybody to know that side. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then here I am. I'm like 40 years old. Like, screw it. I'm gonna put this bucket on my head and do YouTube videos and see what happens. And I didn't. Same thing as you, like you said, dude. I had plenty of doubts. I still have doubts.
Yeah.
Because you've been kind of doing the same thing for the most part, right? Your channel's been kind of the same thing. See, for me, I had my one idea, and then I kind of shifted gears, and but it seems to be working. I still seem to be gaining subscribers, which is nice, and it's good to see that the people that I originally had in the one audience, the one niche, is still supporting me. So, yeah,
that's awesome, and that's what it's all about, right? I mean, my favorite part about this are the people that have that I've been able to meet. I mean, it's been so wonderful. So wonderful. Yeah. Even the people I haven't met, I know them from chat.
Yeah.
Love that.
No, and people do not understand it unless they do it. Unless they're a creator or there's something that, like one of your viewers right now that's in the live chat and they're talking to the same people in the same group of people. You start developing your community. I've met, there's a few people who I've spoken to over the phone and everything like that, and I talk to fairly often. But I've met a person who I'm subscribed to and who's subscribed to me, and I've met them in New York City. I did a video on it, actually I would say for you to check that one out too if you get the time. It's called Stormtrooper New York City or Stormtrooper Take New York City, something like that. But I'm not wearing the bucket there, but I'm walking around and I'm like asking people if they've seen him. Like, have you seen? And the guy's name, like, have you seen Novus? And like random people are like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And like I'm yelling his name. I'm a bit of a goofball.
No.
I think just a tad. I think that's why I'm a perfect fit. You know what? I'm in the classroom with fourth graders, and
yeah,
it's like one big kid with 20-something little ones. Lee the Nerd says, I met Stacking Stormtrooper in chat, and I had never been into coins, and him and I became really good friends. That's right, Lee the Nerd, and he's been on my show. Yeah, I met Lee the Nerd, I think, on the Nick Nimmin chat.
Well, and he brings up what you were talking about earlier. Going to these other streams to meet people who might find your content interesting, especially when it's kind of off the wall, right? I mean, mine is a perfect example. Most people don't look for this, which is why I think my numbers stay relatively low. I got to go out and find people, and they go, "Oh, that's what you do? That's cool. Right. Maybe I'll go on, or maybe I'll hang out in the chat and watch the show or something." So yeah. So
and you know what? Again, dude, I'm telling you, man, I feel like if you pushed a little bit more, and I don't know you from Adam, but if you were like pushing a little bit harder into some of those different niches and those different audiences, there are so many smaller channels just trying to get noticed and trying to get exposure and trying to get out there. And you're providing, like I said, a platform for them to do that. And I can tell just by looking at your screen, man, you've got the top-notch equipment. I feel like your channel can go very, very far, to be honest with you. And I feel like I could see your channel being up there with like the Nick Nimmin types and the Brian G. Johnson and what have you, because again, like you're doing something that's helping others. It's just gonna flood you with more viewers. Mark my words, and those of you that are in the chat, wherever you are, I can't see you, name, but mark my words, I'll be able to say, I was number 726, I was number 73, I was on his show, and but I'm telling you, man, you've got a good thing going for you. You've got, I think you're gonna do very, very well.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I did have one of my single-digit subscribers in tonight. I don't know if he's still here.
Nice.
He's one of my first interviews, as a matter of fact. Nice young kid. Just came on and started talking about all the things he's doing on YouTube, and he's an upcomer as well. So, but thanks, dude. I appreciate the kind words. I, of course, hope you're
totally
right.
Yeah, dude. Look, you've been doing it, like you said, only like 7 months or whatever. You're averaging around 100 subscribers, and it just snowballs. And just keep plugging along. Like I said, you show up into my streams, I will definitely shout you out. There's a lot of the people in the stacking community that want to get out there more, and so once I tell them what it is that you're doing, I mean, it's a great thing. Well, and you got a great voice for radio too. I must say.
Thank you very much. He goes into radio voice.
Listen to that bass. I've got this nasally congested, like high octave, like congested head voice.
It's all about the bass.
Oh, see? If I try to talk here, I'm going to try talk.
Behind the mask, that sounded a lot like a muffled Darth. Yeah, it really did. Luke, I am your father.
See, I can't do it.
Sorry, that was my best
That's
Peanuts.
more like me.
Peanuts adult.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
It's usually
Sounded
a teacher.
just like it. I knew what it was.
Awesome.
You know, I get a lot that I sound like, and I was saying it earlier today. I get a lot that I sound like Edward Burns, who's like and he's been in a couple of movies. Not anybody like really famous, but he was in Saving Private Ryan. He was one of the guys that was with Tom Hanks. You know, he's one of the squad there. And I guess I could see that. And and then I was saying like Charlie Day from Charlie Day. He's an actor.
Oh, from
he's been in a lot
Always
of,
Sunny in Philadelphia.
roles. Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Yeah, he's talking like this. You know, he's always talking about so.
That was actually really good.
Oh, I need to run it a little bit more. A little bit more.
Well, listen, dude, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'm so glad you decided to jump off or out of your premiere when it was done to come over and hanging out, you know, for as long as you could. Oh, not a great gamer. I'm going to have to ask you on another time, bud. I'm sorry, but we're already at 11:41. That's 41 minutes after or longer than I normally go, but
it's all my fault.
It's all your fault, but don't feel bad.
I got frown now.
Well, I think this calls for a deep dive. Are you familiar? You're probably not at all familiar with the deep dive, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, would you care to go through a little deep dive session? It's our opportunity to get to know you even better.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You good?
Hit me up.
Sweet, let's do it.
Deep dive.
Oh man, you
Still
even
love
you even have the animations.
And
I'm gonna need you to take my stuff out here, Jim.
That's actually my voice too. It's genetically modified, but it is my voice.
Deep dive.
You want to hear it again?
Deep dive.
Oh, that's like the music getting first day off, like. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow,
there you go.
Okay, so here's how this works. How should I refer to you? As just stacking or Stormtrooper?
A lot of
stacking?
My friends call me Stormy on there.
Stormy. Okay,
not
Stormy.
Not to be confused with Stormy Daniels, but they all call me Stormy.
Okay, yeah, really. We've got enough Stormies. All right, this is how the deep dive works, Stormy. In my hand, in my grib little hand here, I have 5 questions chosen just for you. This is our opportunity to get to know you more than your neighbor's chipmunk underneath their front porch.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. Now
I'm ready.
It's 5 questions. Now you got to remember that there are no wrong answers. There's a room full of monkeys behind me that with typewriters that put these together, and this is a special one because I'm going to have to dig into their Star Wars and horror trivia mind. So,
okay,
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Cool.
Man.
Let's go on to question 1.
Question 1.
Oh, I still laugh at those damn things. All right, let's see, monkeys. Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? Which do you prefer?
What?
Which do you prefer? What's your favorite?
I would say Jason Voorhees.
Very well done. He is the ugliest of the two, and he wears the mask. Well,
sounds about right.
So do, yeah.
They both do,
so they both wear masks, don't they? Okay. Monkeys, damn you. Okay. Very well done, though. See, you're 1 for 1. I told you, these questions are not hard. They're just in depth.
Nice. Nice.
All right. Question 2.
Question 2.
I should have drawn that out longer. I've got to think of something. Who is your favorite? Luke Skywalker or Han Solo?
Han Solo.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. He's so dapper comparatively.
Oh, totally.
Is it me, or is Luke Skywalker kind of a little bratty?
Whiner?
Yeah, a little bratty whiner
little
teenager.
whining brat.
Yeah, post-teenager.
Oh, totally.
Awesome.
Couldn't
That's
agree more.
yeah, exactly. 2 for 2. Let's see. Let's think of another question. I mean, let's move on to question 3.
All right.
I'm so struggling with this one.
Normally,
Normally we have questions written down, and I'm like, no, I've got to do trivia questions, or at least genre questions.
That's okay, dude. You can ask me whatever you want. If you want to say cheeseburgers or pizza, like whatever you want to ask me, dude, I'm fine with.
Oh, well, this might be a good one. I'm guessing because of your hobbies and your interests, you might be a gamer. So, do you prefer console gaming or PC gaming?
Console gaming, although I haven't been able to play games for like a few years ever since I've had the second kid. So
Console gaming, very good, very good. Is it me, or is console gaming actually taken over to a certain extent from PC gaming? What do you think?
I would say, unfortunately, I'm not 100% well versed in the gaming world anymore. It's a toss up.
Yeah.
I feel like they both have, they both serve their purpose and they both have their following. So I feel like console gaming is probably a little bit more obtainable.
Yeah.
For people, you know what I mean? A console is 300 as opposed to like a computer tossing an arm and a leg. So
I would agree.
console gaming on that one.
Yeah. Very, very well done. I'm not a gamer anymore. I used to be. That's why I asked. So
Nice.
all right. Question 4. I know you're dying for it.
Oh yes. Hit me.
Question 4.
Let's see. Oh, I know. What do you prefer, sci-fi or horror as movies?
Horror.
Horror? Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
Nicely
Horror.
done. Nicely
Yeah.
done. I would personally go for sci-fi, but that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
don't
them
know.
both.
I like them both too, but I really enjoy horror a lot.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this one up. Stormy, you ready?
Yeah, buddy.
Fantastic.
Final question.
It doesn't get any better than this. Oh,
So glad up to midnight.
let's see. Let's see.
Got to make it a good one, Jim.
I know, right? That's so much pressure.
Your time.
I'm going to say
your time, brother.
Boba Fett or
Okay.
Jabba the Hutt.
Boba Fett.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We were looking for C-3PO as villains. Yeah, it was a trick villain. like
man.
C-3PO is actually a villain.
Dang it.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Monkeys, you screwed it up again.
Darn monkeys.
But you did well.
Fire
You got,
them all.
dude. You did 4 out of 5. That is awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Even
Thank
got
you.
applause. That was actually the chat.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've got this 2-way technology with the chat that no one else has. I just wanted you to know that.
That's fantastic.
Well, Stormy, man, I can't thank you enough for coming on. It was a great time. I hope you had a
bro.
good time.
Oh, I had a great time, dude. It was great and very easy to talk to. Never made were and enjoyed talking to you. And hopefully I'll come again. Hopefully I can get you on my stream and it'll be great to talk to you some more.
Anytime. If you take interviews, anytime. I'm definitely going to check out his channel. Guys, check out this guy's channel. How can you go wrong with a guy who does an entire show in a bucket? How can you go wrong? Pizza the Hut. Oh, I missed my opportunity. Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking for Pizza the Hut.
Those space balls.
Oh man, me without my rim shot. Okay, well listen, Stormy, I will come on your show if you ever want me to. Certainly won't miss some of your live streams if whenever possible. And thanks
Awesome.
for being here, dude.
Absolutely. Hey, what's your email if you don't mind me asking?
Oh,
Unless you don't want to give it out.
Oh, it's right at the bottom of the screen. Every show, it's videocallin@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I mean, look at what I'm wearing on my head. I can't see anything. Video call in.
All one word.
Gmail.
Yep, videocallin@gmail.com. Yeah, email away, man.
All right, bro. Jim, thank you so much to everybody in the chat. Thank you for spending some time with me, and keep on supporting Jim because the man is awesome and his channel's going to watch. Mark my words.
Thanks, Stormy. I do appreciate that, bud. You have a good evening, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
You too. You know, you too could be a guest on this show at any time. We're live every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you've got to do is hit that subscription button and ring that bell right now. Oh, and while you're at it, why not share this video? I'm sure my guests would appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you live.